Hey, hey, can you guys hear me? Oh, it's weird watching myself on a screen and I'm like 5 seconds behind myself. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, you can hear me. Hey, how you guys doing? Let's see. I see a few familiar faces in here. Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining me. I assume it's going to be a pretty small crowd this evening. Yes. Oh, I guess I need to look at the camera. Still, this is my first stream, so sorry if I'm weird and silent a lot of the time. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Dan, L.S. Gregor. Oh yeah, and in case you guys don't know, Rump Gallery is one of my other side projects, so that's just me in here in the chat. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, the ad should end, and then I should hopefully be there. Yeah, let me know if it's fixed for you, Dan. Can you see me, Dan? Okay, sweet. Well, I guess it's pretty much the three of us for right now. Maybe some more people will hop in, but I wasn't expecting many people. Cool. Yeah, so thank you guys for coming. I just wanted to try out doing a live stream. I don't really have a subject to talk about today, but I wanted to start chatting with like the viewers on here and start building the connections on here and not just like on Patreon. And yeah, I guess I can talk about future plans for the channel, but if you guys just want to ask any questions, I'm happy to answer. But yeah, if you guys don't have any questions, I know it's only two of you, that is okay as well. As you probably know, I am going to be covering the Halloween franchise for pretty much the rest of the year. There's going to be a few other videos sprinkled in there, but it's mostly going to be Michael Myers from here on out. I recorded the first Halloween script last night, so going to be getting to work on that in a little bit tonight. I know, Dan. I need to do some more hamburger reviews. I went to a place in Florida called Ralph's Burger House. I forget if I told you about it, but it was pretty good, and there is a review coming from it. Me and Kim reviewed it inside of a Quality Inn in Florida, and it's a different review. It was fun. Fried berry? No, I have not seen it. Fried berry. Oh, the cover of it looks very interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. And horror movies with a hamburger subplot. I'm struggling to think of any immediately that aren't, I guess, completely hamburger based. Like I know there's one about like a killer burger. I forget what it's called. It's like a Attack of the Killer Tomatoes kind of movie. But I was actually thinking about started having a little different intro, and I was considering doing like a little montage of like different burger scenes or food scenes from like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and a few other ones like that, but I haven't gotten around to making that yet. Oh, cool. There's some more people hopping in here now. Enough video. Oh no, YouTube says that there's something wrong, so you guys might experience buffering. Is there buffering? I don't know what to do if there is. Oh. Okay, you've definitely got me hooked. I'm definitely gonna have to watch Fried Berry now. And did you say it's on? Yep, Shutter. Cool. Oh, and that's cool about that burger, Dan. Sorry, one sec, everyone. Oh, cool, some more people are jumping in now. Oh, yeah, some more familiar faces. Hey, y'all, how's it going? But yeah, I guess for y'all, what's your favorite Halloween movie? I'm assuming it's the first one, but maybe one of y'all will surprise me. Oh yeah, so there's two Creep movies right now. I would say both are worth watching. I think I prefer the first one. The second one's not bad, but they're currently working on a third. Oh, any horror movie genre that I really like? Ooh, and anything I don't like? I would say I'm definitely big like slasher movies. I would say I definitely have a soft spot for like cannibal movies or anything like backwoods horror. I love those. I'd say I'm not as huge on supernatural movies like ghosts and demons and things like that. I think the really good ones are obviously really good, but like an okay one doesn't really do it for me. But obviously there's exceptions to both of those. Yes, but aside from Fried Berry, have you guys been watching any cool movies? I recently watched one that was called, it's on Netflix, Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight. It was very interesting. It was like, I forget where it was filmed. It was like somewhere in Eastern Europe or maybe Russia. And it's all dubbed over. Like, the dubbing is really funny, but it's an odd movie. The music is really interesting. So if y'all have a free afternoon, I'd say it's worth checking out. Oh yeah, I also like Halloween 3. I know it's a bit of a controversial movie, but I think it's definitely becoming a bit more appreciated now as opposed to when it first came out and everybody hated it. So, Dan, you mean The Room, right? Like Tommy Wiseau, not the one with like the abused mother and child, right? I believe that's the one you're talking about. And I have not seen Conspiracy. The Room in a Weird Country House? I don't think I know that one, do I? Google. Skull the Mask. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. Let me go see what it looks like. Oh, fuck yeah, that looks cool. Oh yeah, I think some of you might know about it, but soon I'm going to be collaborating with Horror Movie Syllabus, and we're going to do a ranking video. I guess I won't spoil anything more about it, but it involves masks. So that should be a lot of fun. We're not sure exactly when we're going to film it, but it should be pretty soon. The Guest and The Eighth Night. Ooh, I haven't seen The Guest or The Eighth Night. Oh yeah, Dan, I just Googled The Room, the one you're talking about. It sounded interesting. I didn't get to look at it much, but I will add it to my list. The Beast Must Die. Ooh. Ooh, no, I've never seen that one, actually. That one's also going on the list. Oh, yeah, do you guys like... Do you all prefer... Not prefer, but do you enjoy weird, so bad they're good movies, or do you dislike the purposefully bad ones? I'm curious about where y'all stand on those sorts of movies, because I've definitely got a soft spot for really bad films. Like, I think me and Dan have talked about, like, Basket Case is an absolute treasure in my opinion. Ooh, where can I watch The Guest? I've been meaning to brush up on my Korean horror. Oh, well, if you're on board for a bad movie, one that I watched like a year ago, I think it's still on Netflix, it's called The Similars. It is, I believe it's in Spanish, but it is quite a journey that you go on, so be prepared. Belial. Oh, cool. Okay. Thank you, Zane. I will definitely go check them out. Yes, Trauma definitely falls into the category I'm thinking of, like low budget, not good, but like you're aware of it and you utilize it. Definitely love a good Trauma movie. Also, I love the full moon movies, like the Puppet Master movies. They were actually the series I was considering starting this channel with. I opted to go with Hellraiser, but it was really close. Yeah, I'd say I agree about like trying too hard. Like, I think there is definitely a balance. I agree with y'all, and there are movies that do try way too hard to be funny, or just bad, or just play on way too many cliches, and that's definitely not good. Yes, I think for me, I don't know. I think I would put Full Moon just above Trauma because I feel like most Trauma movies you're gonna get the same thing, which I feel like you can say the same thing for Full Moon, but something about just like those shitty little puppets walking around, I live for it. The bed that eat, the bed. Oh no, I have not. Brain Damage. Have I seen Brain Damage? I want to say I have, but maybe not. Is it what I'm thinking of? Yes. What's the little dude's name? Is it like Marvin or something? What's what's his name? Oh, is his name Morris? Yes. Yes, it's been a long time since I've seen Brain Damage, but I remember having lots of fun with it. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Dan. Like if you got the budget, make something good. Elmer, okay. Yes, definitely need to go rewatch Brain Damage. Maybe, you know what, maybe I'll review that soon. That sounds like a nice, fun watch. Oh, ABCs of Death. I feel like I've only seen the first one. I forget. I feel like there's two or three of them now, but I remembered really liking the first one. I like anthology movies, and I think like a premise like that where it's like a whole bunch of short stories works really well for me, as it's like a lot less commitment and I can like quickly move past one I don't like. But they specifically had like so much creativity going into them and just so many different like animation and filming styles. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, so I remember there's like, oh, I remember one really fucked up segment with like, I don't even know if I can talk about it on here, but but yes, I don't remember many segments per se. I just remember having fun with it one night. European movies. I don't think I have like any particular ones. too soon in the future. I'm certainly not opposed to them. Um, Trying to think of a few examples. Like, I think I would definitely want to do 28 Days Later at some point. But what would be some other European films that I guess would say that you would recommend? I have I have not seen Three Extremes, and I have seen the Hell House where it's like the group is at like the amusement park, and I remember it being fine, but I feel like there's one that's a lot better, which I think is one you're talking about. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Sarah. I actually have not seen Martyrs. It has been on my list for years, and for some reason I've never gotten around to it. I like pretty much know what to expect, but yes, one day I need to sit down and watch it. Oh, that's a good one, Dan. Yes. What are some other good European horror? Oh, Goodnight Mommy. Goodnight Mommy's one that I've been meaning to watch as well. Oh, I didn't. Is the Invisible Man, the 2020 version, European? I didn't know that. Huh. Really? Huh. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. I guess all of Giallo would be European. That makes sense. Cannibal Holocaust. Ooh, what's Deep Red? That looks interesting. Ooh, Troll Hunter. Yes. Amsterdam. Let me look that up. 1988. Ooh, on Tubi, so it's free. We love that. Interesting. Yes, Amsterdam looks fun. Oh, yes. Definitely, I would do Suspiria, the other three, well, I guess the other two mothers, and definitely the remake as well. Oh, yeah. I remember liking funny games. I don't Inside. What's Inside? Oh, a French movie, huh? Let me see. Oh, it looks like some French extremity, all right. Wait, what the fuck is that? Or I think that's a different movie. Interesting. Rabid Grannies? Is that real? What? Where? Where the? Oh, okay, here it is. Rabid Grannies. It was hard to find. Oh, wow. That looks great. I'm looking at, I guess it's one of the practical effects, and I think it's a movie that would very much be up my alley. Demon, 2015. Yes, where are y'all watching the majority of your movies now? Because I've pretty much watched everything through Netflix, and I'm really just kind of like bebopping around through Tubi right now, and there's a lot. It's a lot of junk on Tubi, but there's also a lot of good stuff. Oh yes, that is very true, Dan. Don't know the complete extent of it, but it would definitely be just a flat out warning from the beginning, as opposed to something going like before each moment. Oh, I think, yes, I saw Cockneys versus Zombies. That one was fun, I think. Torrance. I haven't seen Torrance. Or is that... Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Wreck is definitely a good one. Do y'all like all of the Wreck sequels? Oh, thank you, Night Owl. Oh yeah, I always forget I have a Hulu subscription because me and Kim like to watch MasterChef, and I think she uses it for The Bachelor. But any Hulu recommendations, anyone? Thank you, Mr. Hootie Dean. It means a lot. Oh yeah, Shudder's good. Yes, when it comes to movies I'm reviewing, I usually end up renting them from Vudu. But whoever's got the best price, really. Yeah, are y'all excited for all the new Hellraiser and Chucky content coming out? Because I definitely am, and I'm very much awaiting the new Chucky sequel, or the series that's coming out. Yes, I'd say the Rec sequels are definitely worth a watch. I remember the second one being solid, and then I think 3 and 4 switch things up a bit, but I think it's still really good compared to like the average zombie movie. I'd say if you consider like Contagion movie, like fast, sick, deadly people running at you movies. Blair Witch. Oof, I haven't seen Blair Witch in quite a long time. I'd say it's definitely important in like its time period, and it definitely really like made big waves at the time, but I feel like I don't have strong opinions on it. I'd say Parasite's close enough. It's at least horror adjacent. I'd say it's close enough. Yeah, Parasite was very good. I would cover it. And yes, there is going to be a Chucky series that's going to be on Sci-Fi. I think there's going to be another Chucky movie as well, but I haven't looked that up in a while. And there's also going to be a new Hellraiser series and movie, I think. I don't know, I'm not really keeping up with the news anymore, but yes, the new Pinhead is going to be a lady, which I'm down for. Oh, there's a. I didn't even realize there was a Blair Witch remake. Oof. Well, yes, I've never seen the remake, and I didn't know it existed. Is it different? What is it? I feel like that's not really a movie that needs to be. Is it a sequel or just a remake? Blair Witch. 38 on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh. Is that... I googled it. I guess this thing is The Witch. Interesting. Two-sentence horror stories. Oh, I feel like I saw that on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet. Who should voice new Bride of Chucky? Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Wait, is Jennifer Tilly dead? Okay, she's still alive. Whew. I would say I like Jennifer Tilly. I don't know if her voice is still quite as bubbly and as Jennifer Tilly-ish, but I think that Don Mancini is definitely good about like bringing in the cast again. Like everyone that works on those movies always seems to have a great time, and they're like a little family at this point. Oh yeah, so yeah, I know Kirsty became the Hell Priestess, but I'm not sure if it's in any relation to her or not. Yeah, as far as I know, this is gonna be like a brand new continuity, but it could be a similar remake. I'm honestly not too sure. Oh yeah, are they making a sequel to the Child's Play remake, like the one with Luke Skywalker? Kinda hope not. Wasn't big on that one. But yeah, I'm in a bunch of like horror Facebook groups, and there were a lot of dudes really, really upset that Pinhead was going to be a lady in the remake. But that's too bad. Sucks, bro. Yeah, that was an argument that the more Hellraiser educated people were making, that like Pinhead wasn't ever really like so strictly a man, and like their whole thing is like this extreme experimentation. And yeah, it's just such a, of all the series to get like upset about for like a gendered switch, like this is not the one. Oh yeah, what is everyone's... I'm sure most of you haven't put yourself through the torture, but what's your least favorite Hellraiser movie? Oh, yeah, and I still need to read Clive Barker's books. That's something that's been on my to-do list as well. Oh yeah, I haven't watched the Loki series yet. Feel like I fell off the Marvel train a little while ago. I think like after Endgame, I was like, I'm gonna take a break. But what's the Okay, so we got Judgment and Debtor. I would agree neither is a very good film. For me, if you guys saw my rankings, it is Revelations, but not being the worst is not an accomplishment in the series. Ah. Oh yeah, Lance Henriksen, that is Hellworld. That one is very bad as well. Resurrection Cult, that's Deader. Yep. And Friends in Mexico, that is Revelations. All not very strong. Ah, you don't like 3? I get it. I do. I enjoy it, but I completely understand someone not liking it. Walmart Pinhead. My gosh. Yeah. What a series. Like I know a lot of series like go downhill quick, but well, honestly like Hellraiser, I feel like the first 4 were like at least slightly interesting and then it starts going like straight to video, kind of not so good. Whereas like I don't know, even like, I feel like Halloween was running out of steam by 4 movies. I guess honestly Jason was kind of like just really getting into his swing. He's kind of setting up for the first 4. But yeah, do you guys have like any sort of questions about like future plans for the channel, or honestly if you guys want to make requests right now, you're welcome to as well. I'm definitely write down all the things you guys have already mentioned, but always looking for new movies to talk about. Oh, I've only seen the first Phantasm movie, and that was a long time ago. It's one of my dad's favorites, actually. He loves The Tall Man. Oh yeah, I'd say like Saw. Like I think we talked about it a bit. Like I'd say quality wise, I'd say it mostly maintains it. Like I'd say it's like similar to Friday in that sense that you know what you're gonna get with a Saw movie. Oh, Dan coming in with the hard-hitting questions. Can you talk about your background as a visual artist and how that affects your analysis and enjoyment of a film? Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I went to an art school for college, and I'm a painter, and also I make videos as well. I do some mold making and like make monster costumes and stuff like that. It's not like I'm making them for actual movies or anything. They're more just like fun things I've made for myself. But yeah, I'd say I've always loved movies and especially horror since I was a kid, and they've always meant a lot to me. And the costumes and the gore and all the practical effects have always like wowed me, and I wanted to learn how to make things like that. And I went and got my painting degree and started making videos as well. And I think just knowing how things are made in the first place is very nice, but a lot of my work has a lot of creatures and creepy elements to it, and I think it helps me just appreciate something as simple as like how you're filling up the frame. So watching Halloween, like there's such good use of the foreground and background, and those are like similar elements that I look for in the things I make. Yes, I hope that answered your question, Dan. Oh, I would love to be making even more videos than I am, but sadly at the moment I can only do like one video or one review a week. Oh yes, I'm excited to check out Mobius. Vampires. Oh, I have not watched Vampires yet. It is on my list a for a movie timelines dead last list that we're doing, but I have not heard great things about vampires, and it's something I have to watch very soon actually. But once I check it out, we will discuss. Oh yeah, do you guys? So I have not watched Halloween 2, not Rob Zombie's, the original Halloween 2, in quite some time, and obviously I'm going to be reviewing it for next week, and I'm going to be rewatching it soon. What are your thoughts, I guess? Do you think it's solid? Is there a particular philosophy that horror films lends to your work? Hmm. Um. I would say it's somewhat similar. As like in a painting, I often have elements that are not easily noticed at first glance, and I think like obviously there's the things that jump out at you very immediately. Like I don't know if you guys have seen my work. If you want to check it out, my website is just noahhook.net, and my paintings usually have like creepy elements in them, and sometimes it's stuff that's really jumping out at you, and then there's the things that really take a long time to notice. So I kind of relate that to like elements of a horror movie and the different ways that like it can scare you, but also how you can reward an attentive audience. Oh, and I fucking love the Midnight Meat Train. I need to watch that one again too. Love the lizard people. Oh, okay. So it's not sounding too good for Halloween 2 at the moment. No, yeah, as far as I can tell, Carpenter was not looking to do that, which is a shame. I'm really curious how the franchise would have gone if he was allowed to do just like the anthology series the way he wanted to from the start. I wonder if like it would have been 3 was 2, or if there would have been something else in there. Oh yes, yes. In art school, all of us would joke about Velvet Buzzsaw and be like, "That's Noah." Yeah, I think I've heard that the kills in Halloween 2 are stepped up a bit. I think like the violence is amplified a bit, but yeah, definitely, it'll be something I talk about pretty soon. So I guess I'll see. Oh, hey, King Need Gore. Thanks for hopping in. What What are your thoughts on Halloween 2? That's what we're discussing at the moment. Also, I forget if I mentioned it when I responded to your first comment, but your like intro about how horror changed you, that was very, very well done. It was great. Yeah, I agree, Dan. It's really amazing how like he knew he made something good, I have to imagine, but he didn't imagine how much people would want more of it. Oh yes, this is off topic, but I just remembered I had an evening to myself like a couple weeks ago, and I was just roaming around the like different streaming services. You know what I decided to sit down and watch? Hostel Part 3. Not 1, not 2, 3. I have to say, it's not really worth the watch. Yeah, making Laurie the sister is obviously just like it takes away the randomness of Michael Myers that made him so terrifying in the original, which, and yes, I agree, it just makes it like, all right, it's the Laurie show now, whereas like Michael could have just gone somewhere else or just a whole bunch of new people, but it really got stuck. Okay, well, yeah, we talked about it with Hellraiser as well, but what are your least favorite Halloween movies? If I was going off all of my previous watches, there's some I haven't watched in a long time though. I'm gonna go with Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, but as I go through them, that opinion could change. That's a tough one between Halloween 2 and Return of the Jedi. I think I'll say. I think I'll go with Halloween 2 being just barely worse. Vicious Fun. I haven't heard of that one. Gonna go Google it. Oh, it's new. What's this? Interesting. I hadn't heard of this one. Where can I watch you? Prime. Okay. I'll have to check that one out. Oh yeah. Since I brought up Hostel 3, what do you got? What are your thoughts on Eli Roth and his whole cinematic universe? Do we have any Rothies in the house? 5, 6. Halloween 2, yeah. Which one? Oh yeah, what a sad like route they had to take. It's like, we can't get Jamie Lee Curtis anymore. Hey, let's give her some cousins. I'm here for this Princess Leia smack talk. We gotta love some evil druids. Oh, have y'all seen Green Inferno or The Green Inferno, whatever it is? It's Eli Roth, and I've heard it praised and praised and praised for its gore, and the gore looks good, but the acting is so bad, and it's so hard to sit through. It's really, really tough. I think I do have a soft spot for the original Cabin Fever, but I think that's like the only film. I really just love the Pancakes Kid, to be honest. Oh, I always forget that he is in Inglorious Bastards. Yes, he was one of my favorites from it, actually. Obviously, I don't think he really came up with the character or anything. Maybe he did. Do it. Oh yeah, I haven't seen Knock Knock, and I would say Hostel, the original, was solid for like the genre that it is in. But yes, Knock Knock I do need to sit down and watch. Oh no, how did we get to Star Wars spoilers? Oh yeah, I need to catch up on The Mandalorian. I have only watched season 1. Yeah, I think as far as Roth goes, I'm like kind of in the middle. Like I wouldn't say I love him. That I don't have the hate for him that at least some people do. Yes, this is probably a very, very unpopular opinion, but I almost do wish that they could remake the original Star Wars trilogies, just because like Rogue One when Darth Vader fucking enters, like that's what I wanted in the originals, and obviously I know that there's good reason that that couldn't happen, but that would be so cool. but also I think that would go awfully under Disney. Are you guys a fan of Mr. Zombie though? I feel like he is quite possibly the most controversial. Yeah, I'd say with Rob Zombie that I really do love House of a Thousand Corpses. But after that, I'm yeah, I'd say yeah, love House of a Thousand Corpses. I honestly was a bigger fan of his Halloween remake than most people, and I think that I also I enjoy a good zombie movie here and there. I'd say there were a few I wasn't so big on. Like I didn't love Lords of Salem. Um, yeah, Three from Hell was rough, especially considering Sid's passing, which was unfortunate. He was, at least in my opinion, the best character. Oh, oh, my cat's come to say hi. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh. There you go. Ooh, what makes me love slasher movies? Will you get out of here? I'm live streaming. Here, come. Come right here. Sit, 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 sit. Yeah, so I feel like I like slashers because I feel like they are in many ways like the bread and butter of horror, and they just like I feel like they're easy watches generally. Like there's obviously outliers, but I think that they're good, easy movies to sit down and watch, and you don't have to think too much about most of them. And yeah, they're just fun movies most of the time. And I think once you get more into the psychology of them, that it's very interesting, the discussions of like, are we identifying with the victims or the killer? And I know I love you too, but I'm talking to people on the internet. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I hope that answered the question. Stop! Come on. Go, 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 go. My apologies, everyone. But yeah, I think slashers are like a good starting point for people. Obviously, I'm sure there's people that like the horror genre but don't like slashers, but I think like with all of the iconic killers that we have and just the tropes that have been created through the genre, and just I feel like the slasher community out of all of horror is just like the most tight-knit community out of all like film fans across the world. So I think that's also just like a really beautiful thing. Oh yes, that makes sense. LS. Yeah, I'd say I feel like I was growing up in the like two. I guess I was a teen more in the 2010s, and there weren't a ton of great slashers. Like it was definitely like I remember going to the movie theaters and being disappointed a lot of times. Like I went to see The Gallows in theaters. Like that's the one that's coming to mind most, and it was just a big waste of time. Cool. Yes, I do like that chocolate analogy as well. And I guess we've hit the hour mark here, so I guess we'll probably call it a night in just a couple minutes. Oh, Gallows? Yeah, Gallows was rough. There's a sequel, isn't there? Did not go to see that. But I do like I think feel like there's like potential for like I don't know, a ghost or a I guess it is a ghost, yeah, haunting just like some shitty high school auditorium. Like that sounds funny, but it did not do well with its somewhat humorous premise. Ooh, what am I going to be tackling next? I'm honestly not too sure what is coming next after the Halloween franchise. So that's basically going to go all the way through October. I'm going to have a few like requested movies in between to break up the Halloweens, but it's going to go through most of the year, and then we'll have some of November and December to go through. So that I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet. I think I like to take a break from doing a franchise in between each one. Like I did a lot of random movies between Chucky and now, so I'm not quite sure what the theme will be. I guess I'll have to like take a look at what's been covered the most and try to fill in some of the spots I've been lacking on. But yeah, there's definitely like shorter franchises that people have been requesting as well that I could squeeze in a bit more easily, like the Hannibal Lecter series is something I could fit in easier than I could like the Friday the 13th series. Yeah, I guess I haven't really done I feel like I haven't really done any ghost movies. Maybe I don't have like the movies I've covered right up, but I feel like there's not a ton I can think of. As far as I know that they were working on a collected 3, but I don't know, I feel like I haven't heard anything about it. Oh, I remember I saw the rare exports, like the little mini shorts that they had on YouTube back like a few years ago, and that was what got me watching the actual movie. And yeah, so I somehow stumbled upon it on YouTube. I'm not really sure what I had to be watching for it to pop up in my suggested feed, but Yeah, I remember really liking the collector movies. I need to go rewatch them. I remember the first one really well. I'm kind of blanking on the second one. Cool. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. Unless you guys have any more quick questions that I see before I sign off. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and thank you to everyone that is going to hop on later and all of that good stuff. It is really exciting to have been working on this channel for a full year now. It's really, I was surprised when I saw that the year came up so quickly. It's really exciting, and I can't believe how much the channel has grown in just 1 year. And with that being said, I'd love for you guys to share the channel to any friends you have who might like horror, but also don't feel like you got to. Ooh, Ari Aster movies. Yes, I will definitely review Midsummer and Hereditary at some point. That's another very controversial director. I've seen a lot of people who just hate Ari Aster, but I'm a fan. Aw, thank you guys. Sweet. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. If you have any other questions, feel free to just comment on the video down below, and I'll be around. I'm just going to make some pizza. So have a great night, y'all. Thank you. As always, I'm Noah Hook, and this has been Hamburgers and Horror. Stay safe out there.